Alright, so today's big question is, what if Silesia become an independent country? For those of you who don't know, Silesia is a historical region in Central Europe that is currently divided between Poland, the Czech Republic, and Germany. But what if it was an independent country? Well, first off, let's get some of the obvious out of the way. The Polish would probably not be too happy about this, considering that they have a very strong emotional attachment to the region. And because of this, I do not think that they would accept an independent Silesia joining NATO anytime soon. Probably ever. However, if Silesia was to join the European Union, then I think that the Polish would be okay with it, especially if it meant that the EU would help them rebuild the economy of the region. As for the people of Silesia, I think that they would generally be pretty happy with independence. They have a strong sense of regional identity and culture and have been demanding some form of autonomy from the Polish since the end of World War II. So yeah, an independent state would probably be pretty nice for them. But what about the economy? Well, Silesia has a population of around 5 million people, which is roughly the same as that of Slovenia. And in terms of GDP, an independent Silesia would have had the 12th highest GDP in Europe, with around 200 billion US dollars or so. This is around the same as the GDP of Slovakia, although a bit lower. So yeah, not bad. They also have a lot of industry and mining in the region, but it's not nearly as much as it was in the past. In terms of culture, Silesia has its own flag, which is yellow and white, and its own anthem. But other than that, there isn't really much to say. They don't really have any famous landmarks or anything like that. Finally, let's talk about the shape of the country. As you can see, the current borders are a bit messy, to say the least. So here I tried to draw the borders in a way that makes sense. Basically, this is just a rough estimate, but I think that this would be a reasonable shape for an independent Silesia. So yeah, overall, I think that Silesia has a pretty good chance of becoming an independent country in the next 10, 20 years. There have been a lot of independence movements in the region, and the people of Silesia have a very strong sense of regional identity. Not to mention that the current borders are a bit messy. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. If you like this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. It really helps me out a lot. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.